Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Pirate Solutions Forestry. My name's Bill, and we're going to see what we can wreck today. Random Danny Cam. Danny, what are you doing up there? What are you looking for? What are you hunting for up there? So we get a 9-foot black locust up on here. I thought it was an elm. I got a good look at it up there, and I said, son of a gun, that's a locust. So I pulled it down. I pulled another decent one down. Had a funny little crook at the end. I cut it down to 9 feet. It's still a little bit of a banana. It's nice and clean. We're going to try to cut 1x6s. I'll show you the ones that we ended up with from yesterday. If you saw the disaster of yesterday, hopefully we don't have a repeat of that. It's nice, solid wood. Looks like a terrific log. Hopefully there's not too much sweep in it to cause a problem. But what we're going to do is I'm going to cut this apart. I had a real bad night sleeping with my ribs, and I'm fighting this cold too, so I was up half the night. I'm not feeling great. I want to get this cut, and I want to get the customer out here to see what we ended up with from yesterday, to see how much more he's going to need. Because I basically have kind of half his order, depending on what he needs for final lengths. So I'll show you what we got going on. So here's all the wood from yesterday. You can see where we had that punky spot. Anybody who says, oh, Black Locust doesn't rot. Yeah, it does. We had that punky spot, but we've got a lot of good board past that punky spot on a lot of these. 5, 6, 7 footers. There's a couple of 8 footers in here and a couple of 9s. He wanted 20 boards at 8 feet long. Then when I talked to him about his needed lengths, he said that he was supposed to get me a list. He said he needed some 5 footers and this, that, and the other thing. I wanted to know what the minimum length was, really a cut list, a breakdown, so that I could choose what I cut for logs. But what we're going to do is we are going to, aside from trying to keep an eye on Danny, is we're going to see what we can get out of this 1x6s. Hopefully they're completely sound. I don't see any problems in the outside of this log at all. It leads me to believe there's anything going on inside it. And then we'll take the whole stack. I'll get them to come down. They're only right down the street from me. And take a look at everything and see how much more he needs, so I'll know what I have to cut. I've got that log right there. There's another pretty sound Black Locust log that I think I could take the balance out of. And then we'll work on kind of the rest of this. So I got a nice sound shorty there that's not quite 8 feet long. So if he tells me he can use 6 footers or 5 footers, I might cut that one too. So in my effort to not get famous today, we're just going to try to cut this down. It's kind of bananaed like this. This is just the way it landed on the mill. I'll take my top cut at 10. I am running the same Silvertip Turbo 7 that I ran yesterday. I'm going to fire up, take our top cut at 10, start spinning it, break it down, get it down into what makes the most sense. There is a check in the end of this log that I want to keep or parallel to my cut layout so that it doesn't cause a problem splitting boards. And that's going to be a challenge for once we get it into a cant. So we're going to get it into a cant, see how much good wood we have, and we'll see what we end up with. So let's get at it. Yeah, let's take it there. Dan's cutting really good. And I got to deal with all that, those offcuts and everything tomorrow. Got to keep an eye on Danny today. He's on the hunt. Oh, he's doing his business. So let's get it flipped over. I think I've got to get this toe board up a little bit. Get this tilted. Hi, come down here. It needs to come up about an inch to have it 14 on both ends. That's about 14 high there. Should be about 14 high here now. Yep, that's perfect. And where are we in the middle? Just about 12. All right, so I'm going to take it at 12. Danny, come out of there. We'll take it down to 11. And I'm going to take one at 10. There's no two ways about it. It's got to be done. I am taking these on inch boxes because that's how I've done it so far. Band is just singing through this. Really cutting nice. Get this board off here. I'm sure we'll have to address that side again later. This is going to be really close to being able to cant out right. If it doesn't cant out for 6-inch boards, I'll have to cut it into a 4x4. All right, let's see what we got now. Somewhere around 8. Try it at 8. It's going to be tight on this log. It's right behind me. I didn't see him over there. Yeah, I got to come to 7, no doubt. And then we'll see what we got left here. Yeah, it's gonna be, I think it might be all right. Let's get it spun up. Get the top cleaned up, and then we'll figure it out. Cut's going to be around 8. It's going to be short down there, but it's got to be what it's got to be. Boy, ain't much good way about it. Let's see what I got for length here. Where this is going to cut out. So I'm 8 foot right here. Kind of in a crappy spot here. I got to take it down widthwise. Let me see where my check is. It's kind of a crappy spot, to be honest with you. So here's our dilemma. You see that check that goes vertical, not the one that goes sideways. That's nothing. It's the vertical one that's the problem. I want to cut parallel to that. So I got to flip this on its side. That's only going to end up yielding me 6 boards. If I cut it down from the top, I probably get like 8, but I'm going to have that check in them. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to flip it on its side. We're going to see which side has the worst wane. We got a little bit there. Keep in mind the end of the log here is it's over length. It's worse on this side. Okay, so we got to use this side to take it down to 6 inches. So we have to flip it backwards. Take an inch off this side to get us to 6 wide. No, I'm wrong. Was that check vertical? That check was vertical, or was it? I forget. Oh, it's vertical. So I need to get to 6 wide this way. I got to cut this side down, and we come down to 7. And we're probably going to want to flip it over after we come to 7. We're going to want to flip it over and take the other side to 6. That's going to give us probably 8'6" boards, and then we got to mill it out in this direction, so it would be flipped up like that. So that's just to give you what I'm going to try to do here. All right, so we're going to fire up. Get our clamp out of the way here. Probably just roll it backwards by hand. We're going to push this over. We're going to cut this to 6 inches wide this way. now we got nice clean edges and 6-inch boards to take off it. We're going to flip it up and then just cut it out on inch marks all the way down. It's going to work out either way because those checks don't go very deep. I could have done that the opposite. All right, so we're just going to drop on inch marks. It's basically giving them 7/8 boards. Cut it all the way out. And we'll get a look at these. Band cut terrific. So one thing I do like those Turbo 7s when they're sharp, boy. So this is our only marginal board here. Everything else is over 8 feet long. These are pretty good. Everything's sound. Hey, everything's sound. So we got 8 of them out of that. I have over there, there's 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. This is going to be 19. I do think I'm probably going to have to cut one more log. This worked out well, though. I could probably call this 7 boards, but I mean, not everything he's going to use is even going to be 8 feet. So that's still going to be a good board. But yeah, it's nice to finally cut a Black Locust. So it didn't have nails in it or any problems. Not a lot of sawdust. Cut really clean, cut really fast. Got Danny hunting. He's going to want to go in and get. All right, just a quick little wrap up. I was just reviewing the footage, and I did mill the other log. I got his 20 covered full length plus a couple of extras of what I believe are, nice soundboards. I'm also going to throw in, these are the ones that I cut the punky stuff off of. You can see all the stuff I cut off right here. I'm going to throw these in and make a donation to the farm. We walked Danny there. It's a beautiful place. So I'm going to throw all these boards in for extras. So I'm going to charge him for what he asked for, his 20 1x6s at 9 foot long instead of 8 foot. And he's going to get a few extras just so that he's completely covered. You can see the mess. And I got the bucket over here. I got to start cutting through this mess. All the small stuff I'll cut with a circular saw and throw it in the campwood bin and fill up some of the house for kindling and stuff like that. And bigger stuff will end up going in the slab pile that we're going to chip here eventually. But I got Danny out here with me over there. And I just want to give a quick little update. Get the mill all cleaned up and all put away. And so it all went good. Actually, the other log, which was kind of funky, it only took me about 15 minutes to mill it out. I was just getting ready to put everything away. And I said, since I got the band on, you can see all the slab wood off. That other one was kind of a funky log. It cut out nice. It actually was probably one of the best ones, and it yielded a bunch of longer boards. I think I got 10 out of it by the time I got done edging, and then I edged off all the rest of what was good here. And yeah, so we got 8 out of the other one. We got 10 out of that one. We had some full length before that, and we got all those extras that we're going to donate to the farm. And I'll let him take, if he wants any of this stuff here, there's some 1x5s in here and stuff like that. I'll let him take whatever he wants for the farm, other than the 4x4s that are not going with him. But if he wants these slabs, whatever, we'll throw him in with it. So just want to let you know, tomorrow, after I edit this video today, we're going to be going on to the 4x4s. We're going to mill that log, white oak. The white oak's behind it. I think there's two there. Yeah, this little one, this one, and then we'll see where we are on 4x4s. Hopefully, between these three logs right here, we're going to get all we need, and that'll take care of that 4x4 order. And then I will probably, well, I'm going to be on cleanup. I got to do cleanup and split some firewood. So that's pretty much it. I am going to go in, sit down in the nice warm house and start editing away, and you guys will see this video a little later on. So appreciate it and have a great day. So I think for videos for today, that's probably going to do me. I don't think I'm going to shoot any more video today. I got to start getting cleaned up out here. Get some of these logs that I've cut up. Every single piece of this, of that log, the log yesterday, what we do is every single piece of this gets used. So what on these, that's all going to be firewood. On the other side, I'm actually, because it's these Black Locust logs are so old and dry, they can be burned right away. So I actually cut logs off. I'll run those through the splitter. All this stuff over here will get bucked down into small pieces. It'll all get burned pretty much right away. So thanks for the watch. Like, share, subscribe. Hit me up with any comments. Let me know what you think about the video editing. I'm actually going to take this inside and work work on the video editing and get warmed up. So Danny and I love to have you along. We love your input. We couldn't do it without you. For now, Fire Solutions out.